What is your favorite fight in anime? Maybe it's the heartbreaking battle between the former childhood friends Kakashi and Obito in Naruto, or maybe it's the classic battle of power and strength like Gohan vs Cell. Or maybe it's the battle of the ideas of humanity and monstrosity with Netero vs Meruem in Hunter x Hunter. In which case you would be right, that fight slaps. However, I think that Pong The Animation, while not being a battle anime, has some of the best duels that I've ever seen in an anime. I never really got into sports anime because I never really cared for sports, but after watching Pong The Animation, I realized that sports anime are the same as battle anime, but just packaged in the medium of a sport. They have the action, the techniques, and the weight of any fight that I've seen in an action anime. In this video, I'm going to be explaining why Pong The Animation is one of the best anime I've seen, and why you should consider giving it a watch, because I feel like not enough people have talked about it. Also, don't worry about spoilers other than a general plot summary. Pong The Animation is one of the works from the esteemed director Masaki Yuasa, who you may know from Devilman Crybaby, Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, and he directed an episode of Adventure Time. Our main character is Smile, who, true to his name, never smiles. Smile is a ping pong prodigy, and he's one of the best players on his school's ping pong team. And despite this, he could care less about ping pong. Smile's friend Peiko, who got him into ping pong, is in love with the sport and winning. So much so that he starts crying like a bitch when he realizes he's not as good as he used to be. Knowing this, Smile always goes easy on him when they're playing. It's like when you introduce your friend to a new game, and you go easy on them because you know if you beat them too many times, they're gonna quit playing. The story focuses on the journey of Smile and Peiko and the characters around them and their quest to the top of the ping pong world. Now, I think that one of the main reasons you should watch Pong The Animation is the story. Every single game is hype as fuck. The best way I can describe them is immersive. Before every fight, they show this collage of all the parts of the room that they're playing in, and it really makes you feel the intensity of the game. It's not a show that bogs you down by explaining a bunch of techniques and special moves. The matches are usually just a raw battle between the two players, and they're all perfectly paced too. Sports anime of course have tournament arcs, and normally I groan at the thought of a tournament arc filled with a bunch of boring ass battles, but somehow Pong The Animation is paced so well that it never feels like you're watching a match or a moment that's boring. The show keeps you entertained at every moment, and it's able to build up some moments that are super hype. Even the training arcs are hype. I mean, this dude is literally training with 4 robots while being on an omnidirectional treadmill. But I think that what the story does best is show us how unforgiving the world of ping pong can be. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter how badly you want it, at the end of the day there's a winner and there's a loser. And I think this idea is super relatable, as we've all had some hobby or interest that we really wanted to get into, but we didn't have the talent to pick it up right away. What the story does so great is showing us how the characters come to terms with this and realize that they're not going to be the best. Now, earlier in the video I mentioned that Smile is the main character of the story, but as the story progresses it becomes harder to tell who our protagonist is. The story does a great job at developing all the characters and giving them a proper story arc. Even this dude who you think is just a random side character who loses in the first match of the first tournament has a full character arc, and you follow him throughout the entire series. Pong The Animation's characters are amazing. I mean, you have Smile with his One Punch Man complex, Peiko, an alcoholic shonen protagonist, Akuma, the guy with no talent, Kong, the lovable Chinese import, and you even have a Coomer. The story gives you a reason to love every one of these characters, and all of them are super memorable and have a proper journey that they go through over the course of the show. The last thing I want to talk about is the soundtrack. It's made by the same dude who made the soundtrack for Devilman Crybaby, and it's an absolute banger. Although it's not the most memorable OST that I've ever heard, I feel like it gives the show a really wholesome vibe while also having some super intense songs that make you want to shave your head bald and start playing some ping pong. I didn't realize while watching the show, but after re-listening to it while writing the script, I realized that the soundtrack just slaps. I think that one of the biggest things that can throw people off about the show is the art style. They use these crude designs which look like I could draw them when I was in the first grade. Personally though, I think that this art style is either you love it or you hate it. Yuasa uses this similar style in his other works, and I feel like it gives his shows a lot of character, and it's for sure super unique. Regardless of how you feel about it though, I think you can get used to it really quickly and you literally forget about it. Now the only real problem that I have with Pong The Animation is how short it is. At the end of the show, it just left me wanting more, and I think that having some more time to wind down the characters at the end of the series could have helped it. Which kind of reminds me of this other series that I think might have a similar problem. If you don't believe what I said in this video, you can watch this clip from the first episode and it'll give you a good taste of the show. If you feel like you're out of good shows to watch, I would definitely recommend this one, and if you're not already, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. See you later.